Achieve is a branch of Achieve International. What it is our boxing program. What we do is we offer kids hope, and that hope comes in the form of Jesus Christ. But that manifests itself through the sport of boxing. The boxing's our common ground. It's to draw us, what we use to bring kids in, a chance for them to vent their anger, to vent their frustration, the opportunity to control their emotions. Our goal with Team Achieve Boxing is not that these guys grow up to become professional fighters, but rather they grow up to become men of character, and that they return to the community. And boxing teaches that. It gives kids an opportunity to discipline themselves, their mind, and their emotions, and to move forward in a sport that's very hard and very competitive. You know, it's amazing when a kid comes in for the first time, the darkness that's on them. Oftentimes with their heads low, they won't look you in the eye. As they improve in the sport, and as they begin to grasp the true concepts of the gospel, we see their eyes brighter, their heads held higher, their smiles come out. We try to deprogram kids from lies that the street has taught them. I'm not a snitch, I'm not a punk. The idea of get rich or die trying. I'd rather be in prison than a punk. Once a kid knows Jesus and knows the gospel, it empowers them to be defined no longer by what the streets have told them they are, but who Jesus tells them they are. Oftentimes when we meet kids, they're involved in various gangs. And what happens is that the gang community that they're used to is replaced with our community. And we become a family in itself. To get good jobs, to be a good father, to be a good husband, to be a man of character, to always conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel. And those are the values that we try to instill in the guys who are on our team. You know, our anger management classes, what we do is really teach kids that anger is a secondary emotion. And we learn to identify that. So before we go to the next step to allow ourselves to be angry, we identify with what's really going on inside.
I like boxing because it helped me in school more, and it's active. It keeps me out of trouble and everything. I can take all my frustration out on boxing in the ring. Before I started boxing, I had D's and F's, and then when I switched, after I got into it, it was easier and it made my work easier, and I got A's and B's.
Before I started boxing, I was more of a kid that had a lot of anger, was getting fights with kids at school. After boxing, I feel like I've had more discipline. And now when I go to school or something, I think more before I actually do things or try to cause problems or anything. Like when I come to the gym, I feel like, I don't know, I can release anything that I have in here. I feel more relaxed. And I feel like my life's actually even been better ever since I've been boxing. I fought in silver gloves, became a state champ. You know, kind of feel proud to have this here at the gym.
We're reminded of the promise that the light shines through the darkness, but the darkness could not extinguish it.